Did you know that right now, hidden deep inside Apple's secure warehouses, sits a device that is about to completely redefine your home theater experience? Yes, I am talking about the Apple TV 2026. For the last 3 years, Apple has stayed strangely silent, leaving us with aging hardware. But the leaks that have just surfaced have sent shockwaves through the entire tech industry. If you are planning on buying a new Apple TV today, stop. Put your credit card away and wait. Because what I am about to reveal isn't just a minor refresh, it is the single biggest intelligence jump in the history of Apple's home devices. This isn't just a streaming box anymore, it's something much more powerful. The current crisis. Why the delay? First, we have to look at why Apple has been holding back for so long. The current Apple TV 4K is powered by the A15 Bionic chip, the same brain inside the iPhone 13. While it's been a reliable workhorse, the tech world has moved on. We've been hearing rumors of a new model for months, but Apple kept pulling it back at the last second. Why? The answer is Apple Intelligence. The current hardware simply lacks the neural processing power and the RAM required to run Apple's upcoming AI features. Apple didn't want to release a device that would be obsolete in 6 months. They were waiting for the hardware to catch up to their massive AI ambitions, and that moment has finally arrived. The powerhouse under the hood, A17 Pro. According to the most credible leaks, the 2026 Apple TV will be a performance monster. It is expected to feature the A17 Pro chip, specifically the version seen in the latest iPad mini. This means we are getting a 6-core CPU and a powerful GPU that supports hardware-accelerated ray tracing. But the real game-changer is the memory. Apple Intelligence requires a minimum of 8 GB of RAM to function smoothly, and that is exactly what this new model is bringing to the table. Imagine a Siri that doesn't just play songs, but actually understands your habits, manages your entire smart home with complex logic, and provides personalized recommendations that actually make sense. This chip turns the Apple TV from a passive player into an active, intelligent hub. The launch window, any day now. The mystery surrounding the release date is what has everyone on the edge of their seats. Industry insiders like Mark Gurman have confirmed that Apple has already manufactured a massive batch of these units. They are sitting in boxes, ready to be labeled and shipped. So, when do we get them? There are 2 main theories. The first is a stealth drop, an unannounced press release on Apple's website, likely happening in April or May. The second, and perhaps more likely scenario, is a grand reveal at WWDC 2026. Apple needs to show developers how to build AI-powered apps for the big screen, and they can't do that without the hardware being in people's hands. Either way, the wait is almost over. Gaming revolution. A console in your pocket. If you enjoy gaming, this is where the 2026 Apple TV becomes a must-buy. Because the A17 Pro supports ray tracing, the Apple TV is no longer just a box for Netflix. It's a legitimate entry-level gaming console. We are talking about console-quality graphics for titles like Resident Evil or Death Stranding right on your television. Because of this, there is strong speculation that Apple might finally bump the base storage. While 64 GB was fine for streaming apps, AAA games need space. We could see a shift toward 128 GB and 256 GB models to turn the Apple TV into a true Apple Arcade powerhouse that rivals dedicated gaming hardware. Design, connectivity, and the hidden features. While the external, black box design has become iconic, don't expect a massive visual overhaul, but do expect a change in materials. Apple is pushing hard to be carbon neutral by 2030. This means the 2026 model will likely feature 100% recycled aluminum and eco-friendly plastics. More importantly, audiophiles and home cinema enthusiasts are finally getting what they've been begging for. Leaks suggest better HDMI pass-through support and the latest Dolby standards, ensuring that your high-end soundbar or speaker system finally gets the lossless audio signal it deserves. Apple is closing every gap that once allowed competitors like the NVIDIA Shield to stay ahead. The price, the best value in tech. Perhaps the most shocking part of these leaks is the pricing strategy. Despite the massive jump in RAM, the inclusion of a Pro-tier chip, and the AI capabilities, Apple is expected to keep the price incredibly aggressive. We are looking at a starting price between $140 and $160. When you consider that you are getting a device that can act as a high-end streamer, a smart home controller, and a gaming console, all backed by the most secure ecosystem in the world, it is hard to find a better value in the entire tech market. Final verdict and my opinion. In my opinion, the 2026 Apple TV is the most important, hidden release of the year. While everyone is focused on the new iPhones, this device is the one that will actually change how your family interacts with technology in the living room. It bridges the gap between simple entertainment and true artificial intelligence. If you have an older Apple TV, or even if you've been using the built-in smart features of your television, this is the year to upgrade. The speed, the AI integration, and the gaming potential make this a generational leap that we haven't seen in a decade. It's not just a TV box, it's the new brain of your home. If you liked this video and want to stay ahead of the curve on all things Apple, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Share this video with your friends who are still using old streaming sticks and hit that bell icon so you're the first to know when the Apple TV 2026 finally drops.